Hey you guys, it's Regina Moretto and we are back again with another episode of Anime While Black podcast season 2. I am super excited to be here today. I have a very special guest. She's a cosplayer. I've been following her work for a very long time, and finding out that you lived in Houston, I was like, please come into the studio, friend. So here we are with Kagonineko. And I'm going to keep your weight up. Thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, this is so exciting. Like, I'm trying to, tone down the fangirling that I'm doing. So, we're going to make it. We're going to make it. But we were literally, before we started filming, we were just sitting on the couch, just talking about things, and got into, a long discussion about cons. And I was like, we need to move this on camera. So, without further ado, I'll just let you kind of give people an intro for our followers that have not met her yet. Give them your socials, talk about how,
Okay. Hi, guys. So, I am Kagonineko. My real name is Chevette Washington. For you guys don't know, I am 27 years old, a mother, and a part-time cosplayer. I'm also an artist. You guys can follow my social media, TikTok, same name, Kagonineko, Instagram, Kagonineko, Facebook cosplay page is Kagonineko. So for you guys to know, I've been cosplaying for 8 years. Have it been a good journey? No, because I had some ups and downs, dealing with a few stuff, dealing with depression. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to explain a lot of stuff to you guys of being a Black cosplayer, being a Black artist, to you all about how I became where I'm at right now.
For sure. I feel like a lot of people don't understand that, just coming into cosplay or even just anime fandom as a person of color, as a Black person, you're met with not only gatekeepers who feel like this was their safe space and they really did not want Black females in it. And then now it's we have this platform that we're dominating in. Yeah. So here comes the racism. So how have you been dealing with that? What was that like?
So as a Black cosplayer, it's not like a normal day. It's not a time that I don't get any racial slugs or anything or gatekeepers. I have people is like, oh, well, this character's not that character. Okay, and your point. Yeah. Exactly. At this point, you're instead of arguing with people about all the characters, this and that, I get to the point where I'm just if you're gonna give me that negativity, I'm gonna give it right back to you. But mine is gonna be more.
I have time today.
more petty. I'm so the character's this color. So what? We want to cosplay. We would like stuff like being nerds. It's not the racial profile of our black people. Mm-hmm. Oh, well, you're supposed to be doing this. You're supposed to be doing that. Yeah. And I'm like, first off, my mom didn't raise me like that. My mom will kill me, first off.
They want to put you into the OnlyFans level of cosplay.
So, I mean, it's not I don't do lingerie. Mm-hmm. I would tell people, I don't. Judgment. No judgments. Everybody does it. It's not a time. Some of them don't because they feel like they're not comfortable. Sometimes I'm comfortable. Sometimes I'm not comfortable. Mm-hmm. And you will get the people telling you, oh, you're doing slut stuff and calling you a slut and stuff like that. And I just tend to ignore it. Yeah. Because it's my body. You're not dating me. And my mom was like, oh, what if your son sees this when you get older? Okay.
Yeah, he's okay. My mom's grown. I feel in regards to that too, it's if you watch anime, it's very it plays between, it doesn't even I've not noticed slut shaming really in anime itself, and you see that
not in anime, but I would say
the cons.
The cons, yes.
Wow, but you look at the characters and it's they have the dynamic of the strong, aggressive female, and it's overly sexual, overly, and then
but
it's
when you do it, as a cosplayer, when you do it, it's oh, you're doing this or you're doing that. It's
so you're supposed to wear a turtleneck.
Yeah, basically, it's no.
No, I'm gonna be the character.
I want to be the character. I want to be her. I want to be him. It's just it doesn't matter. You can't tell somebody what they cannot be in a cosplay.
And I feel that's this is supposed to be the world where us like as like already on the fringe as like awkward, nerdy kind of people, and then you have the people that are like nerds are mean. It's like hurt people, I guess.
And I feel like a lot of people don't know, like back in the middle school and high school when I was in, we got bullied for being different and liking anime. And now everybody's like, oh, I like anime, I like this and this and that. But what happened, y'all keeping that same energy during middle school and high school, calling us nerds? All of a sudden you think, oh, anime is popular. Oh, let me hop on and see what it is all about. Oh, I watch Naruto. Okay, there's not just Naruto out there. There's other good animes out there just to say, oh, I just like Naruto.
And that's the only one. Naruto and Dragon Ball Z. It's just like the ashiest and mustiest of like fans. That's their go-to. And I'm just like, there's so many, like, I'm like an encyclopedia of anime. Like, I'm just like, oh my God, like, I'm like so into it. And then when people ask, it's like, I watch so many, like, I understand the gist because I like digest like massive volumes of it, and then like it's that one gatekeeper is like, well, what happened in episode 146 of One Piece? And
I'd be like, well, sir, let me stop you right there, sir. I'm gonna stop you. It's not that serious, sir. Yes, I watch anime, but it's not that serious, and you being too much. I'm like, come on, get out my face.
What kind of hat did Luffy have on? A straw hat? I mean, did he change? Like what?
So don't get me wrong, you do get people like that, and it's just like all you got to do is ignore them. Like, I don't care. It's like, what you saying, I don't care. You're
irrelevant.
Like, no.
Very much irrelevant. Like piggybacking off of that and like kind of pivoting to the beginning, give us your cosplay origin story.
Okay, so first off, as you guys, I don't know if you guys know, I have a twin brother. He's Golden Dragon. If you guys want to like look him up, please go follow my brother. Me and my twin brother, we was twins for a long time. So during middle school, since birth. So during middle school, since nobody couldn't tell us apart, they used to call me Kagome and call my twin Kikyo. And I was like, I want to do a cosplay name with Kagome, but then at the same time I don't, because they talk like, oh, you act like Kagome, you being a little whiny. I was like, oh no, we're going to change that. So I went and looked up, oh, maybe let me find something that's similar to Kagonineko and Kagome, and then I found Kagonineko. And I was like, I like cats, so that's why I add Nico to it. And it was like, my mom was like, are you okay with this name? I'm like, yeah. A lot of people say, oh, I don't know how to say it. I was like, it's Kagonineko.
Well, I mean, we are in Texas, and my tongue can only reach so many places in my mouth with words. I don't speak Japanese, but I speak Russian. Очень хорошо.
Oh, okay. My son's dad, he knows how to speak Russian, so I understand.
Yes, I will have to sit and talk with him.
He will love it because he loves talking Russian with his aunt, so he knows how to speak Russian. So if he finds somebody else, he'll be happy.
Have you like we're kind of getting off topic, but still, have you like met other Russians here in Houston?
Actually, no, to be honest, I didn't even know.
There's a really prevalent like Russian community here, and like when I run into Russians and like I start talking to them, they get so excited, like, oh my God, like you speak Russian. And then they're like, come here, listen to her talk. And I'm like, oh God, like, and then I'm like, "До свидания, I'm going over here now." But that is so cute. Do you speak Japanese? Do you like speak Korean? Any other languages?
No, to be honest, because like I want to learn the language. To be honest, I don't mind it.
You don't have to,
but I don't have to. Yeah. But I was like, I would love to, but at the same time, do I have the energy
the time? Because like I look at your cosplays and I'm like blown away. Like for our viewers, like I'm gonna like fuse into like the edited version of this, like some of her cosplay. Like she is amazing. They're immaculate. Like they're top notch, and I'm just like, why is this poor baby in Houston? Like, you need to be in LA or New York or something like that. You definitely need to go to Japan. It is amazing.
Yes, I really love that. Would be my top tier of going to Japan, because it's something I grew up and love, and I was like, I want to experience. I want to go there and really experience their culture a lot more better than here.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, I want to learn, but at the same time, it's like
because you're very busy.
Yeah.
She's also an artist. She's drawing like it's just like phenomenal.
I just started drawing. I've been dealing with a manga book that I've been writing since I was middle school, and my twin gave me the courage, like, hey, sis, you come on, and he has a manga book out too. So he was like, come on, sis, I need you to come on. So that's what I've been doing now, working on this new manga that's coming out for me. So trying to balance that part-time job, mom, and everything else is like, can I squeeze a little bit left in there? I don't know if I can. So I don't want to overwhelm myself.
Right. Self-care is very important. Like when did you start, like, so with the manga that you're doing, like, what is it kind of, can you, if you can tell us, like, sometimes, like, there are data miners who watch things and steal your ideas,
yes,
so if you're not comfortable talking about it yet.
I want to wait so it can come out to you guys so you can see it, but just know it's a hint about foxes, so that's all I'm saying, nothing else.
Well, so, like, your first cosplay character that you've ever did, like, when you were starting to put together the look, like, how did you acquire the pieces? Like, we were talking about, do you, to let our fans know, do you purchase, do you make them, or do you do both?
Okay, so I'm going to be here honest completely. I buy and make my own cosplays. And the reason why I'm going to say this, it's okay to buy or make your cosplays. Don't let nobody tell you that you cannot do that. Because at the same time, sometimes people don't have the energy to buy, like, make the cosplay. Sometimes, I want to make the cosplay and make it as my version of the cosplay. And it's okay to do that. Like, my first cosplay that I have done, Triple X Holic Yukio, I bought her on Wish. Okay, I will tell you guys my first cosplay buy. I bought my first cosplay, and it was really, like, big on me. And I was like, I don't know how to tape this. I don't know if I do it wrong, if I tape it too far.
Yes.
And, like, then the wig part, she had, like, this little thing on her head. I was like, I don't know how to make that. And then I was like, I will look at YouTube videos. It's like, oh, okay, this is how they made the wig. This is how they cut the wig. Or this is how they did the makeup. So I was like, I want to be more dramatic with my cosplays and be different with it. And it's okay to be different with your cosplays. You don't always have to be accurate.
It doesn't have to be canon, like just 100% the character down.
You don't even have to be 100% with the character down either, because some people doesn't have money to buy the stuff, or only have enough to buy the wig. You can, and you can wear casual clothing. You don't have to, like, always be canon. Like, maybe like my closet, maybe I was like, I have this character. Closet
plays. Yeah.
And I was like, okay, I got this and this and that. Because sometimes most of my cosplays are closet cosplays because I already have the item. So I just like, I'm just going to put all it together and bam, there you go, the cosplay. And the reason why I tell a lot of people about this is because, like, it's okay to be different. It's okay to be outside the box of your cosplay. It's like, like POCs, we normally, the characters always have straight hair. It's okay to, like, I want to put some curls in the cosplay. That a lot, and I love it. It's okay to do that. From category, Ruma, a lot of us do curly wig with her, or some did with the braids. Like, I did her with braids. It's okay to do that. Nobody can't tell you the character this and this and that.
It's dress up. At the end of the day, it's just like, this is me. These are the things that I like about that character. And I think it's like, it's really funny how people try to definitely make it a class thing, like an economic thing, like, you can't afford to, like, buy your cosplay, or you're making your own cosplay, or you're doing closet, and it's like, there's so many levels to it, and it's supposed to be an inclusive space.
That's the thing, is a lot now, like, our community now is competition, and it's like, we're all liking the same thing. There is no competition. Now, the only time that you actually should be in a competition if you're doing a cosplay contest. Mm-hmm. That's it. Mm-hmm. But, like, if you're just like, oh, I'm wearing this character, oh, I seen this person do it, I'm going to do it better. I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. It's like, don't do that.
I literally watched that drama unfold last night on Instagram where, you know, like, so we're part of like a Black girl anime community. Like mm-hmm. there's a formal Black girls anime, shout out to them, because they like really created a dynamic platform for all the types of resources, anime, everything, and a source for Black girls who like anime and Black girls in anime, but also just in general, we are Black girls who are into anime, and it's like, it's super supportive. And then it's like the people that are outside of our bubble want to come and be like, mm-hmm. you have to look like this and you have to do all these different things, and it's like we're over here minding our own business. And that toxicity is seeping in, because I saw last night this girl, two Black girls, one girl who was like carefree like us, and then the other girl was like, well, you copied my cosplay. And it's like, sis, you know, we all watch the same cartoons. Anime, we all watch the same things, so how did she copy you?
Okay, so I will explain that situation. Mm-hmm. So it's okay to get inspiration from other cosplayers. Say but like
don't do the exact same thing.
Don't do the exact same thing, because then it's gonna make you look like you're copying and you're trying to get at the person, just in case like, oh, you had an argument with the person, you and them not talking to each other no more, mm-hmm. and this person's like, oh, I'm gonna copy all the cosplays that you're planning to do, and it's like, you don't need to do that. Right. Because we all are doing the same thing. It's okay to go get reference from other person, like, oh, I like the way they did that eyeliner. Yes. I want to do that eyeliner. It's okay to do that. Mm-hmm. But if you're just doing it for, like, pettiness and trying to get back at somebody, it's like, oh, I want to copy all their cosplays and do it, then no, you don't need to be in the cosplay community.
We do not have time for that. No, you don't need at all. Not at all. Moving on to the next questions. Let's see, because y'all know I'm good for checking my phone for what am I going to do. What's your favorite cosplay that you've done to date?
Oh. So I will fall off say my Queen Akasha cosplay has been nothing but my favorite cosplays since I started cosplaying. I have a lot of people has been asking me, will I be bringing her back this year? She will be making a return because the reason why I say this cosplay is because I made this cosplay myself for my first time. Oh, wow. And when I first time did her, I had got so much love for her, and I was like, I want to make it better. I did it the second time when I had an anime Matsuri of 2017 or 18 before COVID hit. Mm-hmm. And a lot of people was like, oh, your cosplay was so beautiful. And I was like, I want to make it better. I want to do it better. So this year I was going to start looking at new material, new fabric that I want to try out for her cosplay. And I am a big vampire person. I'm going to stop y'all right now. I'm a big vampire person. So it comes down to Queen of the damn Underworld, all Dracula 2000. I am a
True Blood.
I don't like True Blood.
What?
I don't like True Blood. I think it was a little too much for me.
Did you like Twilight? Mm-hmm. Because okay, good. Because I was gonna say this: the people who don't like True Blood like Twilight. I don't know. I like True Blood because it was grown.
Don't get me wrong. Like some of the episodes was really good, but like I wasn't like it got too
silly.
It is like I was like it's everywhere.
I love the books. I feel like HBO did a good job of like casting and portrayal, and like I like that. Spoiler: if you haven't read, Charlaine Harris and Lafayette was a character that originally was kind of like just a speed bump in the story, and his character died in the novels, but they kept him in the HBO series, and I feel like he gave like that. That's really what kept me watching it, because Suki got on my fucking nerves. Like the whole time, I was just like,
That's the reason why I was like, I really kind of didn't like it, because she was just too much for me.
She did too much. She was always in trouble. She's like olive oil. It was like Popeye and Bluto, and she was just like, like over and over again. And it's like at this point, it's like, please make her a vampire so we can go on and see what everybody else doing.
Like a lot of people, it's like, what kind of like vampire movies? I really grew up with really old, like Interview with the Vampire, and
Interview with the Vampire,
all those good vampire movies. Like now the vampire movies that come out now,
They kind of just, yeah.
It's just like, it's not realistic to me. It's not enough for, I was like, this ain't, but like, back on topic, like, Akasha cosplay was my top tier cosplay that I really felt like, oh, I did it. I found a cosplay her, but I was like, I want to do it better. So she will be making an appearance this year. So if you guys are ready for me to see that coming.
Yes, I can't wait. I can't wait. I can't wait. Do you stand any other cosplayers? Moving on. Any advice for fellow or aspiring cosplayers? We're just gonna go over that speed bump.
Yeah, we're just gonna go over that.
Just bump.
Okay. But this is for all young adults. Doesn't matter what age you are. You can all cosplay. Don't let somebody stop you from cosplaying, because I had a couple times people did the same thing. I almost thought about quitting cosplay, but I was like, no, I'm better than that. I'm stronger than that. I can do this. Yes. Cosplaying can be expensive. I'm going to say that. It can be expensive. That's why it comes in. I tell all the first start cosplayers, start small. Because I did. I started small, and I worked myself up. Okay. And then, not including, it's okay to learn new skills. It's okay to buy sewing machines. It's okay to buy, I tell you guys, I got so much makeup, I don't even need it.
Get into this makeup now. I just was yes.
I don't need makeup too much, because I keep buying it, but it's okay to buy makeup. It's okay to contacts. Contacts can be expensive too. Yeah. It's okay if you can't wear contacts and you just can't wear the character's color. You don't have to. Don't tell somebody, oh, you have to be an accurate of the character. You don't have to be accurate
at all.
You could just wear the cosplay wig and just wear a shirt. Just a casual thing. It's okay. Don't let nobody tell you, oh, you're not cosplaying the character. That character's not there. The character's not wearing that. Don't do that. I tell people all the time, just cosplay and have fun. Don't worry about nobody's drama. I stay out of drama and leave every time something can go on. But I do kind of, when the situations come to where, if it's the cosplayers of racism, or we had a recent cosplayer who just came out that she likes minors, and I, using my platform, I'm like, no, not on my gender. No, you will not. I need you guys to go support, tell everybody that this cosplayer is doing this. I have a kid myself. Yeah. So this is not something to be joking about or having funny. Oh, I just said it just because. No, you don't say it just because.
You can't backpedal from that. That's
And that's why I tell a lot of people, it's okay to be at the point, if you don't want to be involved in drama, I understand that. But when it comes down to stuff like this, you have to use your platform to get out there. It's hey, this needs to be said, this needs to be done. We need to get them out of the cosplay community, because the longest they stay in the cosplay community, then y'all feel like y'all supporting them. And that's why I tell a lot of people, I don't like drama. I don't like dealing with it. But when it comes down to it, and it's something like this is really important, then I use my platform. This is going on. You guys need to
And that's a good thing, because you're still you're almost maintaining the safe space. You're saying because that's extremely problematic. When I was talking to my friend Sefi Hakubi yesterday, we didn't touch on it in the episode, but when we were talking about cons, he was talking about there were several other people aside from the people that had come out on TikTok that were grooming and preying on minors, and he was just I'm not with it. It's just I feel like some people are trying to use the excuse of saying, oh, well, you know what happens in anime, and it's you have to understand the dynamic of that.
I'm sorry, but I'm gonna stop. I don't care if it happens in anime. In real life, you can go to jail. Yeah. You can go to jail. And if I catch you doing something like this, we're going to have a problem. And if any con starts back up and you have a problem, come find me and my brother. We'll protect you the whole night. We had it would be a couple times where guys be doing, because during DeltaCon, I will be a cosplay mom. Normally, I have like a badge on. It's like, hey, I'm a cosplay mom. So just in case you need something, or hey, this person's messing with me, come find me. That's what I normally do, because at that time it's like people are getting drunk. Guys don't. Not just guys. It's girls too.
Yeah,
girls too. I'm not gonna just say just guys. Girls and guys get to that time. They're drunk. These are minors that's at these cons, and it's like, nobody's watching them. Their parents not here. So then you have adults like us who are 27 years old or higher. We're like, hey, go to your room. Go to your room. You can't. You're not even supposed to be in here. You're 16 years old. Get out.
Yeah.
You go to your room.
And then even with that, like, I gave this chuckle because it's not that this issue is not serious. I'm laughing because I'm like hearing you and I'm like, she about to bring that heat, and they don't realize it because they're like, oh, she's anime girl.
I might be an anime girl, but I'm a mom at the same time, because when it comes down to something like this, I don't play around with it. And it's just like, these are kids. We all are adults, and you adults are here acting like that, and these kids are looking at us. Y'all got to remember that. These kids are seeing us, and it's like, oh, well, the adults do it. We can do it too. No. You cannot.
No. And even that, like, the parents who, I mean, like, for me, like, if my kids wanted to go to cons, like, if I were not a parent who was interested in anime, I would be there with them. And so that's the thing that needs to be talked about when the community opens back up is, why are you letting your kids go out of town, stay in a hotel? Like, you literally paid for all this, and it's just like no supervision.
And then if something happens to your child, then you're going to want to blame the con. And it's like, no, it's your fault because you sent them there. And you need to understand what goes on these cons, because after dark, you talk to a person that been going to the cons after dark. No, like, you gotta these kids need to be in the room, because like when I went to AWA was the first con that I know they sell alcohol on the floor, and I was like, all the rest of the cons, they's like, no. You can
They're not going to create the environment for something to accidentally happen.
And then, like, but the only thing was AWA. I kind of really felt safe because it was actually adults, and then nobody was allowed to drink if you didn't have your ID when you was on that floor, and they check you and see if you got like really wasted. They're like, hey, let me see your ID. You ain't got that ID, or you underage, you about to get in trouble. And that's one thing I kind of liked it about AWA, because it was like a safe spot for not only for black POC cosplayers or anybody, but it was also a safe zone for the minors that was down there. Because it was like, oh, you're a minor, you're going back to your room. You can't stay on the floor.
That's really good.
That's why I'm like, a lot of people don't understand like the situation that really goes on at cons, because also drama can also happen at cons, because I had a couple of them. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I had a couple drama that was going on, but like,
what do you feel like kind of getting into it and tell like what happened or talk around it?
I could talk around it because it's like a situation where I had like 2 ex-friends. The situation happened, and like one decided to spread false rumors about me and my twin brother, and we tried to confront them, but they kept running. And now they're not bothering me. I don't care, because like I said, it got to the situation to the point where I had to call the cops and get the cops involved, because it was too much cyberbullying, and they were playing on my phone. And I was like, okay, no. No. So that's why I tell a lot of people, be careful who you become friends with, because everybody might be your friend, but everybody can be your enemy at that, because I thought these people was my friends too, and I was like me and my twin was being the most careful person, and it got to the point where it's like, all right, gotta cut that. And it's okay to cut your friends loose if they're dramatic or problematic or whatever they fall in that category. It's okay to do that, because it gonna hurt. At the same time, it's gonna better yourself.
I feel like this, like how we were just talking on the couch, like I feel like this episode is going to be so just like keys for like young cosplayers coming up and just like getting into the culture, because there's people who have been in it already that are going to be like, kind of want to control and manipulate them out in their career, kind of be like, oh, well, you should do this, and oh, I've been doing this for a long time. Let me, you know, and they kind of like prey on that, and they kind of persuade you, and then you get to this point where you become like, well, that was my friend, and all along they were just you know, finessing you and using you.
And it's so, and it's okay to like look at, because it's not like nobody came and warned me and my twin. Like, it was like, oh, they're this and this and that. And I'm like, I'm like, oh, no, I'm going to give them a chance. Maybe they're not. Maybe y'all being wrong. And then it just comes right there, and it's like hit a slap right in your face. And it's like, it's okay. It hurts. But at the same time, you can be an adult and let it go. Yeah. Because, it's going to be that two-sided stories. Oh, they say this and this and that about me and this and that. I was like, okay. And
so what would you like to see more of in the cosplay community?
To be honest, it's like, I want to see people able to hang around with each other without worrying about being different. Because it's not a time that, oh, I feel like this, I feel like that. And it's like, no, we all should be liking and loving each other because we're all the same thing and we all like the same thing. It's like nobody's like different in the community. Yeah, maybe our skin is different, maybe our hair is different, maybe our faces makeup is different, but at the same time we all liking the same thing. It's not like nothing's different in it, but it just, people, I feel like people shouldn't have their toxicness in the community, because you make that toxicness in it, guess what, that toxic is going to rub on somebody else, and then that's going to rub off somebody else,
and then that becomes the culture,
and it comes a culture, and that's why now our community is so toxic, because person being negative, this person is going to be negative, this person being negative, and it's like, y'all got to stop. Because when I was in the cosplay community since 2013, we was all having fun. It was all, oh, let's have fun, you know, this and this and that. Me watching everybody come more and more and more, it just got toxic. I
think it's like the money entering the situation, the competition, and then like, unfortunately, because like, but not fortunately, because it's our story as people of color. I feel like anytime we go somewhere, then that comes with it. And like, people like to be like, why does everything have to be about race? And it's like, because it comes with us. We be hanging out and it comes with it. Like,
yeah, because a lot of people, like, we haven't had a cons, because we're, as a black cosplayer, we're tired of telling people to support us. We're tired. And like right now, like it's Black History Month, and I literally comment on, like, saying it, and I don't care, but like, don't come and like, oh, share my photo because you want to get some clout. Don't do that, because if you don't support black cosplayers, you need to keep that same energy, even if it's not the month of Black History Month. It's not the next week, oh, something dramatic happens about a black person getting killed or something like that. Then you want to, oh, let's support black people right now. No, don't do that. You should be doing that every day.
It should be consistent. And I feel like a lot of people too, speaking of that, like the 28 days of black cosplay, are like, again, with the hate, like people are like, why does that have to happen? It's like, one is Black History Month, and we are centering and like recognizing that we exist, we're here, and then celebrating those people. That's literally all it is giving them a platform and saying, oh, I see you, sis, I see you, bro, I see you, friend, I see you, fam, like, you're out here, you're cosplaying, and I see you. And that's literally all it is. It's not like any other day we're not celebrating other cosplayers, and especially with my page, because my page and my brand is Anime While Black, but at the same time I do spotlight like people of other races, especially, but I want to make prominent people of color. And like, even my first guest, my friend Adam, and then like Sefi Yakubi, like, these are not black people, but they are in the people of color community, and like, we have that intersectionality of things that we experience as people that are gamers and cosplayers and just anime fans, and it's just like, it's a platform, and unfortunately, but also fortunately, it brought us all closer together, because now we're like, well, I know it's tough, I know it's hard, I know all this BS goes on, so we're going to support each other even more. We're going to love each other more. So,
and that's what we're like, as the POC and the black cosplayers, what we're trying to do. Like, come on, we want more support. Like, y'all give support to regular cosplayers, we want that same support. But we don't want to wait till like a special month or a special date. It's like, oh, exactly. Oh, I'm going to follow this one, I'm going to follow that, and it's like, you hypocrite.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
Because they even do that with like Pride Month, and somebody called out like the corporations. They're like, okay, corporations during Pride Month, they have rainbow logos on their social media. And then it's like the next day somebody was like, make it white. And it's like back to like a blank page. And I'm like, yeah, like
that's
money.
what basically like is really going on, because that's cons do the same thing. Because a con was so proud to tell us, oh, the reason why we don't get Black cosplayers, they don't bring
Seffi told me about that. He told me the guy's name and everything.
They don't bring money in like a regular cosplayer does. And we was like, really, sir? Like, isn't that really necessary? It's just a cosplaying. We're not trying to like bring money to you. We're just trying to like have fun.
To be in the community, because you're not looking for the revenue of white dollars, like white cosplayers. You're not saying, well, they have to bring so many dollars in, but like for you to showcase a Black cosplayer, they have to be a certain value. Like that even is deep, because it's like society wise, it's like everything about Blackness has to be commodified.
Yep.
Like hip hop and like our clothing and everything, it's like we have to be for sale. We have to share it with everybody. And it's like our hair, when we do it, it's like, well, it's not that, it's just a hairstyle. And it's like,
yeah. And it's like a lot of people don't know, like me, I'm not like, oh, you're like, oh, all Black girls are supposed to be the same. When I take this off, I become a mom at the end of the day. And I am sitting in my anime shirt looking like a regular person. Yeah. And I'm just like, y'all cannot like judge us by how you think we look, or how the books give you, or how the people
TV, we're not a monolith.
We're not like that. Some of us are. We are just sitting here like nerds and just like,
yeah, like what?
Like why do you feel that we should fit for that gender that you are feeding off to these people? We're not that. We are something different. And I think it's like I get it that y'all don't like us like this, but I think y'all also are afraid that we're different. That we don't not sitting or fitting for that typical, oh, you're supposed to be swagging and all this and that, snack call and all this and that. No, we're not that. We like being different. And I think that's what they're afraid of being. That's what they're afraid. We're being different. And at the end of the day, we all just sitting here being nerds. Nobody can't tell you what you are and what you want to be. Because I told myself, I was like, I don't want to be in the streets all day. I'm like, I don't want to do that. I want to cosplay. I want to be creative. I want to show people. I want to show my fellow Black brothers, my fellow girls, that it's okay to be different. It's okay to be creative. You don't have to always be what your mom think you want to be, what your dad wants you to be, what your parents think parents, grandmother, anybody. It's okay to be different. Me and my twin finally came out to being he. And I told him, we had a conversation together, and he was like, are you okay with me being he? I already been knew you was my brother the whole time. I've just been waiting on you to let you just like let me know. Let our mother know. Like our mother, she didn't accept it like when we first came out that we were bisexual. And she was like, oh, I'm gonna stop changing in front of you. I was like, Mom, come on. Mom, can you not? And then she started to accept it more and more and more. And then she started to know her son was her son. And when we finally, he was like, can you be on the phone with me to support that end? I was like, yeah, I'll be on the phone with you. And he told our mom, and I just started crying. She's like, I already knew that you was this and that. I was like, okay, I love you, Mom. Like, thank you for being supportive. It's okay to be different. Like our family comes down and it's like, oh, well, the twins is this and this and that. They support this. Especially my aunt, she always sharing our photos. She's like, look at my babies. Yes. Look at this. Look at them, the marking. Look at her makeup. And I'm just like, thank you. Like, you're showing all the artwork. I love that
happening now, because I feel like we are in a time where, and like even with you being a mom too, like we're at, like we were just talking about that, like this dynamic of like creating kids, Black children that get to be their whole self, like the same way other children get to be like interested in weird shit. It's like we're starting to say, like, you like that? Okay, you want me to buy you, some ears? You want me to get you some makeup? You want to wear this? And I feel like that's healthy.
I'm trying to let my son understand it's okay. He's 4, he's about to be 5. it's okay to be different. It's okay when he get ready to have his career, when he have career day with his at his school. I want to be there and let him know, and I want to go just like this. It's okay to dress up like this.
This is your career.
This is my career. Yeah. I am also an artist too. It's okay to be different. You don't have to be a lawyer and all the doctor like your parents really want you to do because they want you to bring this in.
Because they wanted it for themselves. Yeah. And it's like, that's what's going on too outside of anime, but just in the Black community as well, is like we're learning to heal ourselves and like it be acceptable of like, like we don't have to conform to what society expects of us, what our parents, and it's like, it's a very healthy change in dynamic because you're starting to see, because of us pushing for that, we're getting so much more the complexity and the spectrum of us and like the stories that we're telling. And back to that consumerism, like these brands or stuff are noticing it. Like Black girls who are into anime has a huge platform. When I first started the podcast, like I've already been reached out to by some brands for collaboration. I'm like, I'm not even consistent yet, you know, like I would like the opportunity, but I'm like, let me wait. So I'm like, they see that we have a voice, they see that we have influence, and I feel like even what we were touching on earlier, it makes other people jealous. And then at the same time, but it's like
comes out. It's like, hey, bro, pick that
racism.
Up.
It's like, here's something great, and I'm gonna pair it with racism.
And I literally tell people, I'm like, hey, sir, your racism, pick that up off the floor. Come on, I'm gonna need you to pick that off the floor and put that right back in your chest, because all that you being unnecessary.
Very unnecessary.
This character is not this and this. Oh, I don't care, and y'all
just
don't own the
character and move on. Just be like, I'm a fan and move on, because that's where your hate is coming from. You like it and you pressed. Move
and then
on.
I hate when they comment and then like they like the photo and it's like, sir, did you really have to do that? Or
when you call them out too, and then they're like, well, I was just saying, or I'm a child. It was like you came at me with heat. Like I'm an adult, back with you. You started talking with that bass in your chest, you gonna get an adult conversation.
Yeah,
I'll fight your mom. Quote me on that. So, moving on, like we're gonna do some really fun stuff now, like because we just like we hit y'all with the serious shit first, like boom, face it. Fun with anime. That's what I call this little section too. The glasses. What's your favorite anime of all time and why?
Oh, okay. Right now, as of right now, I'm watching Yashahime. The reason why, because I am a big fan of Inuyasha since a long time. So it was like, Yashahime, I'm coming. I'm watching you today, and like. The reason why I kind of really like the new one now, because it's going from the old into the new generation, and that's how I feel being young and going to the new generation.
It's well overdue. Like Inuyasha is over 20-something years old,
it is,
and it still slaps like it was made yesterday.
Yes, and my second one will probably be Black Butler.
Yes.
I'm sorry. I'm a big Black Butler fan. I know some of y'all was like, why? But I'm like, Sebastian.
This is why this is why we gonna hang out.
Like, Sebastian, you can get it, sir. But I love Sebastian and I love the voice actor. I follow him on TikTok. I kind of did fangirl when I do it one of his videos and he comment on my video and I was fangirling, I was screaming. My son's dad was like, did you just scream? I was like, look, you don't understand how much I like Black Butler.
He was jealous. Like, is this anime man making you scream like that? Like, why?
I have a body pillow of Sebastian.
I'm dead. And where'd you order it though? No, I'm just
mostly I get like most of my stuff, anime stuff, like Amazon or like Doki Doki or other anime. Like my twin got for my birthday some Black Butler shot glasses. So it's a Sebastian and CL on that one.
CL, you can throw those away. Like, he's the most annoying child ever. Because, like, I was talking about this. Shout out to the Nerd Alternative. They are they are POC. They are Black anime and gaming and nerd podcast that you should check out and everyone check out in the UK. And so they had me featured, and like we literally were talking about the how like anime has these like employed children with like very serious jobs. They're like detectives, lawyers. CL's like doing like undercover work for the queen, and I'm like,
Yeah, it was just like when I first watched it, I was like, oh, I can get into this. And then like I was like, I'm going from season 1, season 2, season 3, and then all the movies. I was like, I need to stop.
Yes. It's like, what else? Have you seen the live action?
Yes, I have.
Yeah, I was kind of like, okay, this Sebastian is pretty nice too.
He was kind of cute. I don't care who he was, Sebastian. No, I was like, he was just
anime live action is trash.
We're not gonna go on that. We're not gonna go.
So bad, so bad.
I would say the only one that I feel like that was really good in live action was Full Metal Alchemist. Was really good.
Okay.
The Bleach one was really good to me.
It was decent. I liked it. I'm not mad at it.
I'm not mad at that. But that Attack on Titan one, that Tokyo Ghoul one.
The Tokyo Ghoul one had me upset. The Attack on Titans one, I was like 5 minutes in, I was like, this is trash. Like, I can't, I'm not going to force myself.
I forced myself to watch that all the way to the end, and I was like, that was very disappointment.
Yeah.
Very disappointment.
I was just like, I don't like these faces. Like, I'm very childish. I was like, I don't like it. I don't like that. What's your top 5 anime?
Oof.
And now you got to do it since you said, ooh, rapid fire, go.
Inuyasha, Black Butler, Death Parade.
Yes.
Fire Force.
Oh, yes.
And the last one will be The Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime.
I have not watched that yet.
It's really good.
Okay,
yes.
Let's see. Mine is, and not in any specific order, but yes, of course, Inuyasha, Samurai Champloo,
hey.
Death Parade, hey. Shit. There's so many. I think I'm gonna Kakegurui. I don't know why I slept on that. Kakegurui is so. When it first came into Netflix, I was like, this is like the intro.
Yes.
I was like, okay.
Okay, so I know what anime I'm starting on. Jutsu no
Kaisen or whatever.
Yes.
Everybody keeps telling me to watch it, and I'm gonna watch it.
Episode 4, and I'm like, I already know who I want to cosplay. I was like, I want to cosplay him.
Yes.
But it's a really good anime from like the first beginning and like to the 4th episode. And I'm just like, this is really, I gotta finish it. So when I get after this, I'm gonna go watch it when I go home.
Yes. You know what? After like this, like, I don't know if y'all ready, but I just need her to be my co-host. Like, you just need to come at least once a month and just sit here, because this whole thing, yes, like the same energy. Who are your 3 favorite anime protagonists ever, and why?
Ooh, I really.
I'll give you mine while you think.
Okay.
Of course, it used to be Inuyasha, but now that I'm older and more mature, Sesshomaru has like this very seasoning. So like, I don't know if that's a weird kink like in Brothers, but it's like, I'm like, Inuyasha was for little girl Regina and like childish Regina, but Sesshomaru's got that.
Like, to be honest, like the reason why I say yes, Sesshomaru would dawn onto you, because Sesshomaru back then was an a-hole.
He
was an a-hole. And then like now you watching Yashihime and you see him.
Yes, that
trying,
evolution of maturity.
And it was like, sir.
Yes, because like Kagome nor Kikyo could get Inuyasha to act right.
Yeah.
Neither one. But Rin, like, he was like, I'm gonna wait for you to grow up. I'm gonna put you over here, like, cause like it wasn't, and I feel like that was the least problematic relationship.
That was a lot of even me had to argue with a few people. A lot of people was like, "Oh, Sesshomaru groomed her,"
but he didn't.
And it's like, no, he didn't. If you watch the final act, he left it with Kaede and tell her, "You gotta grow up as a woman and live as a human."
Because I think at that point he wasn't interested in her. Like when he saved her, it was just like, let me see what this sword do. Oh, okay. And she chose to follow him because she's a baby, but it was like he didn't even care what happened to her in the beginning, and it was Jockin that was like, you gonna let this baby just run out here like there's dragons and demons? And he's like, so. And then as she grew and she started like doing things for him, it became more of a big brother thing. Like, okay, like since she's following me, I'll make sure nobody eats her and like kills her. Exactly. And then like when she got to that like kind of age for like feudal era Japan of marriage, he was like, yeah, I don't know how I feel about that because I just raised you, so sit over here with the humans.
Yep.
And then once you grow up and mature, come find me.
And
I feel like that's different.
Happened.
I feel like that is the least, because anime is problematic, because I love Bond. But
I thought she was a young age too.
yes, I was like, that is a baby, sir.
I was like, sir, that's a baby. It is like, no.
That is a baby, like 5-year-old baby, and you killing people behind a baby.
Yeah.
And then they're like, well, no, she's 1,000 years old in a baby's body.
Yeah.
That is 1,005.
Yeah.
Like, so.
I was saying the same thing. I was like, sir.
Sir, I'm gonna stop you right there. You look very cute, but obviously, grown woman ain't for you. So,
then when they said it, I was like, oh, okay, never mind.
But exactly, because like you struggle with that, because it's like that's still a baby body.
Yeah, it's still
that's like, a baby.
Sir, I'm still need you to understand that.
Yeah, like, and then when you start getting into like the whole magic behind it, it's like, okay, like then why don't she morph into an adult body then?
Like I really had questions like that. I was like, because she had magic, so I was like,
yeah.
I was like, oh, okay,
exactly, because her brother, he switches back and forth
to a male, to like a kid, into an adult.
An adult.
I was like, so why you can't do the same for Bond?
She say, nah, this what Bond like.
I'm not even for the judge Bond.
Let's see. Okay, so with that being said, and you said you was gonna come back and hang out with me,
yes. So then next time we'll bring my twin brother on, because we're twin cosplayers, so it'd be good to have for us together.
That'll be fun. That'll be really fun. And then I want to start doing this thing where we watch an anime together, like that we've never seen, and then just like our first reactions to it. So I think that'll be fun. So like, thank you so much for coming.
No problem.
I'm grateful. I was able to hold my fangirl from here to here. I made it through the episode, y'all. Thank you so much for coming out. I appreciate you. Plug yourself one more time so everybody can follow you, like and subscribe, and like follow you. Go for it.
Kagonineko. It's on Instagram, TikTok. It's same name, guys. Cosplay page on Facebook. It's Kagonineko. Find me, guys, and support. Thank you guys for having me.
Thank you. This was fun. Thank you so much.